Hi again, everyone. I hope it's going well. I'm going to really slow things down and actually just focus on one or two things this evening. But we're going to take our time in each of these stretches or poses and really breathe and let the muscles relax, let the body settle down. I think I've probably been going a bit fast. And I've also I didn't explain, been focusing a lot on the lower body and the hamstrings and the pelvis because that's where we hold on to so much stress and tension, um, emotionally and physically. So that's why I've been working so much on those bits. Um, yeah, we'll get started. Lie on your back, but with your feet up. Feel the floor under your feet and your hands, and take a couple of nice big breaths. And as always, really go heavy and soft throughout the whole body. Notice any areas of extra tension. And also use this time to really breathe. You may not have been breathing through all of your lungs for the whole day, so use this to expand the diaphragm and your lungs and your ribs. Good, we're going to take the arms overhead, but don't let them touch the floor. Keep your neck nice and long and just hold some tension here. Pull your shoulders down and back, but pull your elbows and your hands away. Keep your core locked on and keep breathing. That's good. Bring your arms up just in front of you. Keep the shoulder blades pulled back, and then just gently protract and retract the shoulder blades one at a time. Be careful not to twist your body. You're not trying to do that. You're just moving the shoulders and the scapulas, the shoulder blades. Try and see if you can get just a little bit higher each time you push. Couple more. And let the arms come outwards. Palms together, soles of your feet together, and let your knees fall outwards as well. And a couple of nice big breaths here. Good, straighten one leg and bring the other into the chest. Hug it nice and tightly. And start with your circles. So slow everything down, go through the movements. Keep your cores nice and tight, but keep your breathing nice and big. Take those circles in the other direction. Good, hug the knee into the chest again. And switch sides. So start with that nice squeeze in and start rolling. Hug the knee in and take the circles the other way. Good, hug the knee in. Switch legs again. And this time, find an L position or 90 degrees at the knee. Try to get your femur nice and straight. I'm just watching to check my form. And keep your foot flexed. And then just let that fall out to the side. Be careful that you don't let your body go too. It stays nice and flat and grounded. Good. Let your foot find the floor. Keep your shoulder back. Now, don't twist all the way through the spine. That's not what this is about. It's more about opening the chest rather than twisting the spine. And breathe into this. You might find that you can get a bit of a glute stretch happening as well at the same time. Good, breathe. You might find that the longer you hold it and the more you breathe, that what I'm hoping you'll realize is that you start to feel more of the stretch and where you didn't necessarily feel it before. Good. Let's come back through the middle. So find that 90 degrees or that L shape again. Flex the foot and extend the knee where it is. So keep tension, push all the way through your quads and your hamstrings. Pull your toes towards your nose and push your heel away. Bring the knee into the chest and let that find the floor. Take it to the other side. So once again, lift the other knee up. So you've got that nice L shape. Flex the foot and then let it fall outwards. Keep your pelvis nice and square on the ground. You might find that you're able to get all the way to the floor. You might be up here. It's okay. Again, this is always just about you. Couple more breaths. And take that knee over, let the foot find the floor. And breathe. Couple more breaths. Good. Bring that knee back to the center, find that nice strong L position, and then extend the knee and put tone and tension all the way through that leg. So contract those muscles. What should happen, the more energy you put through your leg, the lighter it feels. Good. Tuck that into the chest. And we're going to open out into happy baby pose, which is a really nice pose to sit into. So you grab a hold of your heels, and then you open your legs out to the side, and you can gently rock here if you need to, if that feels good. You can use your elbows against your knees just to get a little bit more turnout through your femurs. And really take time here, breathe into that stretch. The more you soften, the more you may well find that you feel it in your adductors, the insides of your legs. And just let your body know that it's okay to be in these positions, that it's safe. Couple more breaths. Good. Gently hug both of the knees into the chest again. And let's come up to sitting or to kneeling. Extend one leg, sit up nice and tall, drop the shoulders, long neck. And turn your head to the right. And the left. To the middle. Look down. And just sit quietly here. Look up. Let's swap sides. So that straight leg should still have some energy through it as well. Sit nice and tall. Lengthen the neck, open the chest. Turn to the left. And the right. Back to the middle. And look down. And breathe here. Good. Come back up or look back up ahead. You might need to scooch forwards a wee bit on your mat. Let's carry on. Take that leg back, roll slowly with you. Oh, bring the leg back slow with you as you slowly roll backwards. Good grief. And from here, if you'd like to, you can hold onto the bottom of the foot and stretch the leg. If that's too much, you can hold onto the back of the calf or to the back of your thigh. If you need a little bit of a bend in your knee too, that's fine. This is about you. If you have a strap, you can use that as well. And keep the foot nice and flexed. A towel will work as well, or a scarf. And really breathe. Now you need to be poking your pelvis, or where your leg attaches into your pelvis. That should be poking towards the bottom of the mat, towards your other foot, so that you don't get any funky twisting going on. And keep some energy in that bottom leg as well. If you'd like to, if you need to, you can bend that knee. You might get a bit of a shake or a tremble going on, that's fine. From here, very gently open that leg to the side. Make sure that your body doesn't move and twist. Bring it back up to the middle, nice and slowly. Work through those hamstrings and just ever so slightly cross center line. And you'll be surprised with this one how much of a difference that makes, as long as you're keeping pressure through the leg. And keeping the pelvis pushed away. Breathe. Come back to the middle. Bend that knee, give it a little rest, and we'll swap sides. Really breathe. Go nice and soft. And gently open that leg out. Whoops. Keep nice and controlled. Keep your core locked on. Soften and breathe. And then slowly start to bring that leg back up to center. And very slightly come over the midline. Couple more breaths here. Back to the middle. See if you can just bring it a little bit closer to you. Breathe into it and let that knee come down. Let's just lie straight out here, arms outwards, feet just a little bit apart, palms up to the ceiling, and take a couple of breaths. Let's engage those quads and glutes. So feet flat to the floor. Have a little bit of distance between your pelvis and your heels. Hands down by your side. Pull the shoulder blades a bit nice and flat against the floor. Core locked on and very gently start to roll upwards. Nice and high. Relax the neck. And roll down. Once again, roll up. And roll down. Good. Cross one ankle over the knee and apply a little bit of pressure to that thigh. And breathe. Let's bring that knee up to the chest and very gently just start to rock here. Really be mindful of your breathing. And as you go softer and softer, notice how your muscles feel and where you feel it. Good. Hold a position where you feel that you need a little bit of more attention. And just breathe. Very good. Come back to the center. Unwrap and swap sides. So start here and apply some pressure. And then bring the knee up to the chest or close to it. Remember, you can use that elbow in your knee just to get a little bit more resistance. And when you're ready, start swaying. Watch your breath. You are aiming for when you breathe in and breathe out, for those breaths to be about the same length. One more rock. And then just hover in the position that you you feel feels good, or that your body needs a little bit more time in. Keep your neck relaxed. Three more breaths. And come back to the center. Hug both knees into the chest again. And let's sit back into happy baby pose once more. So grab hold of your heels, take your legs upwards and outwards a little bit. Use your elbows to apply a little bit of pressure into your knees and rock here. Might feel different to the first time. Again, the more you soften, the more you'll be open to different parts of the muscles, and different muscles opening up. A nice deep stretch. Good. Okay. Hug the knees in again. And let's come up to sitting. Ooh, nearly. Straighten one leg in front of you. Make sure that your hips stay nice and square. That should stop beeping in a sec. Hopefully. Toe pointing upwards, so you've got some nice tension through your straight leg, and reach forward. Now here again, as always, we're trying to keep that spine nice and neutral. So even if you're just sitting up like that, that's absolutely fine. If you're here, that's okay. If you're here, that's fine too. If you can come down, then do that as well. And really sink here. Once more, the more you breathe and the longer you sit into this position, the more you might feel it. Couple more breaths. Good. Roll up slowly, roll up through your spine. Good, nice and tall. And let's switch sides. Same thing. One thing to try to do is work towards trying to get your face almost to your ankle. You won't be able to, but rather than slouching forwards, you'll get that lengthening feel. And remember to poke your pelvis backwards as well, so that you do stay nice and long. Couple more breaths. Good. And roll up. Let's bring both legs out. You can have your heels towards the edge of your mat. Make sure you're sitting nicely in the center. You can have them a little bit further if you like, or a little bit closer together, and lean forwards here. Again, try to stay nice and straight, nice and flat through your spine, and keep tilting your pelvis backwards as well. You might be able to come down further, that's fine. You might be able to get your head onto the floor, that's good too. Good. And come up once more. Let's tuck the knees, come to sitting or come to kneeling, and we'll fold forwards into a child's pose. Walk your hands over to one side. Really use your breath here to expand the stretched lungs and the ribs. And come over to the other side. Use your breath. Come back to the center, spread the knees and sit forwards. You can close your eyes here. Focus on that breath. Rock up onto your knees. Just bring them to the little bit straighter again. Extend the arms out and come down into your puppy dog pose. Come up to a tabletop, so nice neutral spine. As always, rest under your shoulders, knees under your hips, keep your head in line, pull the shoulder blades back, and let's work through cat-cow. Come back down onto your forearms and then extend the arms into your puppy dog pose again. And from here, just lift up a little bit and thread an arm through. Really breathe here. Some lightning happening outside and everything. Good. Push up carefully. This tabletop for a second or two. Nice and long. And then come down the other way. Couple more breaths here. Bring your arms back, come up into your tabletop. Tuck the toes nice and strong and push back up into your downward dog. Walk through the heels. Keep your shoulder blades pulled down your spine. Good. Try some weight in both of your heels. Come forwards into your bridge or plank. Nice and strong. Drop down onto the knees, child's pose. And then spread the knees and come into that nice wide child's pose. From here, just come forwards, bring your knees together and sit up into, I think this is a Sphinx position. And you can grab onto, use whichever leg and then use the opposite hand. And you can bring that foot into the same side glute as your arm. So cross the leg over. Maintain strength through your body, so don't collapse like that. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Switch arms and just let that, just apply a little bit of outwards pressure through that leg. Keep up nice and tall. Good. Back to the middle for a second or two. And let's go the other way. This is just stretching the quadriceps out a little bit at the front of the thigh. And when you're ready, swap hands. And just take that outwards a little bit. Don't twist through your body. Good, let that go, and let your forehead find the back sides of your hands. Just relax here for a second or two, big breaths. Okay, same arm as leg, and you're just going to push back into your hand. Let that go down, find the other one. Let that go down and relax forwards again. And if you would like to, I haven't done this for a while, but you can grab hold of both ankles and push upwards. And release gently. Tuck your toes a little bit and and push up into your plank position. And then back into downward facing dog. You can walk the hands in if you need to. Walk through the heels. And come forwards. Drop the knees, child's pose. Come back to tabletop. Spread your knees a little bit. And cat-cow. Move at a rate that suits you and your body. And enjoy the movement running through your body. Good. Come to tabletop when you're ready. I'll give you a moment or two. Breathe here. And we'll just finish with some nice, that nice frog stretch that I like. So knees out to the side, come down. Remember, you can be forwards. That's fine. I just prefer. I feel like I get a little bit more work when I'm up like this. But keep your neck long and your shoulders pulled back. Breathe into this. If that lightning's showing up on there, but it's muscle storm. And keep the pelvis nice and low as you roll back. You can play with your knees if you need to. But this is where we're going to finish today, so just keep breathing in this position. Nice and open, nice and long through your spine, and open through the chest. Couple more big breaths. Nice and deep stretch here. And when you're ready, you can come up to kneeling. We'll just circle the arms back. And you can join the palms above your head and seal straight down the middle. Put some pressure through your palms, draw your shoulder blades back, and just open the chest. Good. Come back up. Relax your palms in your lap. Breathe, as has been the theme today. Drop your head and very gently roll. Good. Come to stillness. Close your eyes. Just find a position with your head slightly bowed is fine, or upright is fine as well. Just finish with 3 or 4 nice, really big breaths. Make sure your body is nice and soft all the way through. Good. You can open your eyes softly, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes a little bit. Well done. That's another day, another half hour, 40 minutes. So loving your body and opening up and staying nice and soft. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.